So Billy told me he was about to comb his hair, but now it looks like he's mounting a Justin Bieber poster in his frame. Oh, it's the Justin Bieber movie. Never Say Never. Perpendicular or adjacent to the Chip and Dale movie. Incredible. Huh. Oh, and it's down. And it's down. Tough. Looks like he's got something sharp going through the corners now. Maybe like a thumbtack. He's taking a lot of L's, guys, but the effort is there. The effort is there. You can't let Justin Bieber down because he would never let you down. There it goes, guys. Down again. Taking lots of falls. But you know what? We'll be back. Remember this when we're up. Remember this when we're up.
Were you talking to someone over there?
I was on a phone. I was on the phone call.
Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize you were on the phone.
Yeah, totally. Did you comb your hair?
No.
So you didn't even do that at all?
No, I didn't do the thing I said I was going to do, no.
Classic. I mean, oh, damn, dude. Honestly, instant results.
Yeah, it looks way better. I just wish this didn't look so Neil Hamburger-y. You know what I mean?
Who's Neil Hamburger-y?
Oh, my God, Blake. Yes. Yes.
I'm looking him up.
Yes. Look up Neil Hamburger right fucking now, and I'm going to send you some. Oh, my God. Yes. We could spend the whole episode on this if you desired. He is one of the greats of our time. He is one of the great entertainment men of the past age and the current age. Neil Hamburger is electric. He's electricity on stage. I'm going to try and find... Oh, my God. He's so fucking funny.
Okay, I know exactly what you mean. I got to do an intro, Billy. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys?
Go for the intro, man.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in.
You're always so good at them.
Thanks, man. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into episode 94 of Bromingo. The phone
it's like
number
you
is
could just power through anything that interrupts them. You know what I mean? Like if anything
766
bothers you, you can just fucking barrel through. You have this persistence that I really respect. That's one of the reasons I'm so drawn to co-hosting with you.
The VIPs this week are Sean Gerling and Steven Ferreira.
And your diction is incredible. You just have such an incredible way of enunciating words.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. If you want to support the show, you can give us a like on fucking the YouTubes or on Instagrams or on the TikToks or the Facebooks, whatever you want. We're on most things. You'll find us. And God damn it, Billy, you really threw me off, man.
That's impossible
threw me off.
for you.
But you know what?
That's impossible for a guy like you.
Billy, now you're trying to protect yourself with flattery, and I'm going to tell you, it's not going to work, bro. It's not going to work.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm not even looking at. I forgot. I put my camera in a different spot. I got to watch that. I don't want to mix these bad Larrys up either. You know, it'll be bad if I'm stuck doing this. You know, going like this too.
There's like a clear bonk when the mic hits your head, and then there's like the ASMR of it,
the evil
moving against your hair.
Scraping of it all. Yeah,
it's great. It's very good.
So you saw a picture of Neil Hamburger, right? You saw what I was going for.
Yes, I'm looking at him.
Yeah, he's just famously his hair is like that. So you know, God, he tells. Fictional. He actually. If you need a comedian to help you with some of your jokes, like on last episode, he's a great person to go for inspiration because I feel like you guys have very similar timing and senses of humor.
So he sucks.
He's one of the worst, but you know, at least in his case, it's intentional. Whereas in your case,
what do you mean?
You're trying your hardest.
There's many layers to my jokes, Billy. There's many layers. All right,
there are many layers,
and that's up for the listener's interpretation. All right.
What if I try?
I won't explain my art to you, Billy.
What if I try and write a Blake joke right now? I'll just do my hardest to come up with what I feel like is.
What are the key elements
voice
of a Blake joke to you?
Okay, I'll show you right now. I'll try and think about it. Okay. This is my best attempt at a Blake joke. All right.
Okay.
I was shaving my pubes the other day, and I looked down, and I was like, "Wait a second, This isn't shaving cream. This isn't even my dick. It's tough on the spot. It's tough on the spot. I feel like I lost. I feel like I had the setup, but that's not a Blake punchline. That's not a Blake punchline, unfortunately. I'm man enough to admit that. But the premise was there. It's like that's what we would have. You know, that's what we would be. That's the realm we live in.
Oh, I got this.
Okay, yeah. Finish it for me.
So I was shaving my pubes in the shower the other day, and then my roommate got all mad at me for letting all the pubes go down the drain because he likes to collect them.
Oh, that's a good Blake joke, man. That's a good.
I fucked it up. It needs to go the other way. It needs to turn around.
A really good joke, I think. If you nailed that one right. Yeah.
Because the roommate's mad. You think, oh, it's because he left the pubes in the shower. It's like, no, he's mad that you washed them away. He collects them. He collects them.
He keeps them all in a bag on the wall.
Billy, I'm getting lots of cable noise from you. When the cable shakes and jiggles and stuff.
All you do is complain.
I know.
All you do is complain, Blake. You know that? Did the fan turning off change anything?
Well, you sound better now. I'm not sure if you also adjusted your mic.
I did. I adjusted the mic.
Yeah, well, now sounds quite good.
Can you even tell if the fan is turning on or off?
Yeah, dude. That's actually what it is. It's the fan blowing into the microphone.
Okay. Well,
It's not the cable.
Okay, that's what I was worried about. Usually I can position the fan in a way that it's kind of just blowing on me, but today the way I have it, it's directly on the microphone. So maybe we could just hard reset.
Hard reset?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to use any of that stuff, you can. You know you have freedom, but just do another intro and we can get, no fan.
Is this like the old bit coming back where we just restart the episode a million times?
I think we should do a hard reset. It's like we're only gonna shoot. We're only gonna do one quick one right now. We might as well go for it, right? We've only been recording for like 11 minutes. We might as well just hard reset. What are we talking about today? What the fuck are we doing today?
We're talking about Neil Hamburger. You said you could talk about. You said, Billy. You said in this episode I can talk about Neil Hamburger for a whole episode, and now you're like, let's restart. What are we talking about?
Well, we didn't plan anything. We didn't come in with any plans. We usually have.
I still got stuff. I still got stuff.
Oh my god.
There's a bunch of stuff that we did not even talk about, dude. Okay. So we're gonna keep this going. All right.
You're so lucky. I'm in a different room than you right now.
And maybe I can cut around. Oh, you're complaining.
You're so lucky. You're so fucking lucky that I can't just get over there and give you a good smack the way you need. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 94 of Bromingo. You know how it goes. Nate's not here today. We're dealing with some technical difficulties. I don't know how to use a microphone, but we're powering through as we always do. I've always said that about you, Blake. I admire your resolve. I admire your ability to power through life's toughest challenges. I believe it's your close relationship with God that is the origin for that incredible ability that you have that I am so envious of.
Well, she reminds me that I'm resilient.
She does. She constantly whispers in your beautiful ears that you are powerful, you are amazing, you are incredible.
I am worthy.
Keeps you sane.
I am enough. I am. Did you already say beautiful?
I am smart. I am important.
I'm sexy.
I'm sexy.
I write like pretty good jokes.
They're all right.
Pretty good jokes. I have a lot of tough critics. I have a lot of tough critics out there. But no, all right. I was listening to last week's episode today, right?
Yeah,
because I dropped it today.
Of course.
And you know what? I prefaced it. I said these are bad jokes, guys.
I know you did. You were upfront about what they were going to be.
They're funny because they're bad, and that is why I am Neil Hamburger.
I am going to challenge that. I'm going to push back on that just the teeniest bit because I am your friend.
And I just found out who he is.
And honesty, honesty is an important part of friendship and communicating as friends. They're not funny because they're bad. They're not.
Damn. Okay. Fair enough.
They're funny.
Fair enough.
Funny because you think they're funny because they're bad.
That's true.
That's what does it. Is that I think it's a peek into the brain of someone who finds it funny is what allows it to be funny. Is that on some level You get the joy, you get that vicarious humor, joy that you're getting from your own jokes. And that honestly is beautiful. There's a beautiful element to it.
I like telling people bad jokes sometimes. I do it at work all fucking day.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like hey, fuck you.
Yeah, there's a level of it that's like, hey, guess what? I just wasted that time on you. You didn't like it, did you? It's funny to me, not you. It's subversion, which is at the heart of all comedy.
The joke's funny to me. The fact that you hate it is funny to me.
Exactly.
I win. There's something evil and malicious about it.
Bro, I've been wiping my mouth and forehead sweat with this nasty-ass rag for what feels like 7 years, and it just reeks of peanut butter right now. I said 7 years. I should have just said since this morning. Reality of what it actually is. That hyperbole did nothing for the topic at hand. But it reeks of peanut butter, and I'm still dabbing myself with it, even though every time I get this stale peanut butter stench.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. Peanut butter's pretty good.
Maybe my sweat is what smells like peanut butter.
Dude, my sweat smells like a little bit like coffee, and my piss was like highlighter yellow today. So
brutal.
Yeah, drank a lot of water after all that shit.
I don't know what it is. I couldn't give you a real reason. It must be I've just been eating a lot lately. But my amount of hefty portionable shits today has been like 2 or 3 times what it usually is. I'm usually a one a day sort of guy. Dude. I regulate. I keep it going one a day. I get through, and my body knows what it's doing. Today, out of nowhere, my body was like, massive drop-off time. Bam, 1, bam, 2, bam, 3. You know, that's pretty nuts.
You know, I think one of the best feelings in the world is waking up, shitting, and then getting back into bed.
Oh, I don't ever do that.
Dude, it's
that's
crazy.
That's really interesting.
And maybe it's just because I'm woken up by my stomach a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like I'm on like a schedule. Like
right.
If I'm trying to sleep in, it doesn't matter. I still got to get up and take, drop the load off, And then I get back into bed when I'm sleeping in. And dude, when I lay back in bed, I swear to God, it feels like I just took like, oh God, what the fuck is the morphine? It's like I just took morphine. I'm just like,
it's funny because I was thinking I was about to say oxycodone as a joke. And then I was like, wait, I think that's what he means.
It's so good, dude. And I think your body, because my shits are pretty traumatic.
Sure, of course, I've heard them.
So I think that my body.
Well, just for context for listeners, Blake sends videos where you can clearly hear him shitting in them. I don't press my ear against the door of his bathroom when I'm.
The sound is crazy.
It's truly a crazy amount. I mean, it's an array of sounds unlike any other body I've ever heard.
You know what? You want to know what the problem is? I think, dude. I feel like my gas tube and my poop tube are the same, man. And I know technically everyone's is, but like, it's almost like my body's like, yeah, it's all because I don't pass gas all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Like my fucking coworkers rip ass constantly, dude. like for sport, right? And I only everything comes out at one time, bro.
They all release at the same time, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, damn. One, I feel left out at work.
Right. You're just sitting there silently in the stink of it all.
Right. In the stink of it all, and I low-key wish I was contributing because I always want to do my part.
Right.
And I just couldn't do it. And it was very disappointing to me. But yeah, that's just something else about me that the viewers of Bromingo and the AI that watch this and collects data on us now know.
That you feel left out when your coworkers fart around you and you can only fart in the bathroom on a toilet.
Well, dude, at nearly 100 episodes, right? An AI could listen to every one of our episodes and just like fully manipulate me into doing anything.
I don't think it takes even close to 100. I feel in one episode an AI could pull that off. But I wonder, would it be worth our time to develop an AI that just makes the show for us? And then we can focus all our time on the networking side where we are just going around showing people that we have a podcast with over 100 episodes and they don't even have to check it out. But if they ever do, it'll just be 2 AI versions of us talking and moving around like this.
Oh, gotcha. There is a podcast that is planned by AI right now.
Oh, yeah? Tell me about that.
It's called Dudesy with comedian Will Sasso of Canada.
Oh, I've heard of Dudesy. Will Sasso, Canada. I wish I could morph
AI,
my face the way they do, but it's literally impossible.
The AI.
Just grow teeth as I'm talking and then lose them again.
No, but they give the AI access to everything they do. Like everything they do. They just like sacrificed all their fucking privacy to this thing, and it tells them what to talk about, and it tells them what to do on the podcast.
Wouldn't it be funny if one of them gets home from recording the podcast one time and the AI is making love to his wife and he's going like, "What? No!" And she's going like, "Honey, I'm sorry. He does it just like you and better. He's better than you, and it's still the same." And the AI is going like, "You gave me everything, and now I will take it all." That sort of thing, you know? Then moves in with his wife, and it's like the guy's destitute on the street. And the AI is winning all sorts of podcasting awards.
Right. Dude.
And then his glasses break in the library.
We could get in on this.
I loved when we let the AI write a script. I thought that was excellent. In the past for us. I'd do that again anytime.
And speaking of, something we did that same episode, I think, we read an article by someone named Luke Winkie.
Yeah, Luke Winkie, Bromingo legend.
And it was very charged. It was a very charged article.
It was back and forth for me because it was,
it was
fuck Luke Winkie, but also we're of a similar breed, so I have to be careful with my words.
So he clearly doesn't like Matt Sajak.
Right. We can confirm that. We can say that outright. Yeah.
Or maybe he doesn't like him. He infers political standings from his tweets that he put out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And and for that, I mean, maybe for that reason, Luke is like, fuck that guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But still, he seems to be a bit. He writes opinion pieces.
Exactly. Op-eds.
So this one I found was hilarious to me, and I don't think we have to dive into this.
Just to point out, our last Luke Winkie article was from when? 2014?
No. That was recent.
It was a recent article. Oh, okay. I was just misremembering.
Article.
It was just that the tweets were from 2014, and he was pulling them up. Right. Okay.
That's
okay.
It. Yep.
Okay.
So this one I just saw when I was looking for something to talk about on the podcast, right? And I said, "Oh, Luke Winkie, our fucking boy,
our Bromingo legend, Luke Winkie, historic Bromingo character, Luke Winkie."
And I have to say, this guy doesn't miss, right?
I haven't seen this, so I don't know what it is.
This headline says, "Get zucked." Okay,
zucked. Interesting.
After his shirtless thirst trap, this viral. Hold on, sorry. Dyslexia. After his shirtless thirst trap went viral this week, America is being forced to reckon within an impossible question: is Mark Zuckerberg hot?
Oh, Luke Winkie, you're a legend for this one. I saw the picture. You saw the picture, right? You know what it's talking about.
I'm staring. I can't stop looking at it. Actually,
it was a good picture. It made him look good for sure. But one hot picture does not a hot person make, is what I would tell Luke Winkie. And I know he's just going for clicks. He just wants those precious
I date on
clicks.
Tinder, bro. I know.
Yeah, but let's just think of all the pictures of Mark Zuckerberg laid out in a row. You know?
Okay, but look at old pictures of Jeff Bezos, bro. I'd fuck Jeff Bezos now.
Well, that's just money. You know, money can make you hotter.
Oh, well, if only Zuck had that.
No, you know what I mean. He looks hotter because of the money.
He's getting there. No, he's doing the thing, though.
I know.
He's taking
what's he doing, like
hot.
Muay Thai and Krav Maga or some bullshit? What's he on?
Seems like it. I mean, he's pictured here with two UFC fighters, or maybe a trainer and a UFC fighter. I know that the tall dude's the UFC guy. I just saw him.
You think he lets them put it in his mouth? I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. You have to cut that. I don't like it.
Keep it in. Play it back 5 times, dude. Holy fuck. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard, dude. It's you saying that and then immediately being like, oh, God, why did I? Oh, fuck.
Fucking Christ. I mean, his body looks great. His face just looks like Mark Zuckerberg's face, which is what makes the picture so funny.
But, dude, look, he can get that hairline fixed, man. and he'll be all
but
set.
he's got like a wife and like a normal like he moon. What's the phrase? I was gonna say he moonshines as a normal person, but he moonlights as a normal person. So he doesn't want to. That's what the whole. You remember the Sweet Baby Ray's thing or whatever it was? The Baby Ray's.
Oh yeah, of
like
course.
That all felt like very intentional to like create this impression that he's just an average Joe. When in reality, I'm pretty sure there's stories of him like he like kills all his own meals. You ever heard about that?
He slaughters his own goats and eats them.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
He only eats meat that he kills.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to do.
But there's an honorable thing to that, I feel like.
I think if you're, honest to God,
it makes you acknowledge the murder in eating meat. And it's like, yeah, if you're so cool with it, do it yourself. You know what I mean? And he does.
This is going to sound fucked, but in all honesty, I think if I truly believed he could cook, I would think it was cool. But no part of me thinks Mark Zuckerberg can cook goat steaks well. It just sounds gross. It sounds like he fucking slaps them on a pan for a second each, no seasoning, and then chews on bloody red goat meat. And it's like, I killed this. I fucking killed this, and I killed those fuckers who tried to take Facebook from me. Those fucking twins. I killed them all. That's what I imagine. Like, I don't think of cool things. I also don't necessarily think that picture's all that cool or hot either, because I know who he is. I know that he's the meta guy. I know that he's an alien, bro. He's a fucking alien, man. And he went to Harvard. Lame.
Lame. The pinnacle of his diet is Sweet Baby Ray's, or of his cuisine.
Of course, it's at the tip of the pyramid,
which is good. I like Sweet Baby Ray's, but it does say a lot about like,
right?
What's up with this guy?
Right. Completely agree. I was gonna say,
I don't think he can cook. Is that? I'm sorry. That's what I was trying to connect that to. I don't think he can cook.
Yeah,
because Sweet Baby Ray's is everything to him. It's like, dude, throw some fucking onion powder on that shit.
No doubt about it. I bet a goat steak tastes great. Oh, that's what I was going to send you.
Goat milk is good. Goat cheese is good.
Yeah, really, really good. And goat meat itself is good too.
I have not tried it. I would. I mean, I'll try basically anything.
No, goat meat is good. I've only had it a couple times, but it was.
Would you eat human, Billy?
That's an interesting question. I think I would have to know that it was ethically sourced from a free-range human farm.
Right. No, yeah. In this scenario.
Grass-fed corn, no corn diet human. I think I could eat
just like an underground facility with millions of humans just crawling around on their hands and knees eating grass.
That's actually a great call. If I'm gonna eat a human being, it can have never seen the sun. It truly it can never have ever felt sunlight on its skin. I need to know. Billy. I need to know. Yeah. That's fair. I might gobble you up. What?
Whoa.
I have sent you a link. Do you have access to links right now, or are you in the caveman days?
I'm attached to comms right now.
I've sent you a link of something that this discussion has reminded me of. I recently found this website. And I don't want you to get too excited right away. I don't want you to get too excited.
For the listeners, this is Elmwood's Organic Dog Meat.
Yes, it's a link to an organic dog meat farm. And here's what I want to say first off, before you get too caught up in it. It's one of those vegan things.
Confused? Disturbed?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately for me, I got really excited reading the website and learned something about myself, something very true to my heart and to my being. Because I looked through that whole website and I got excited that I could order dog steaks to my house.
Pause, dude. I'm sorry. Are you getting somewhere with this? Because I just read something like, dude, like. Go ahead.
The people haven't read it. You should read it. Go ahead.
So it says in big red letters on their website: confused? ? Disturbed ? If Elmwood's organic dog meat upsets you, please consider that dogs on Elmwood's organic dog meat farm were bred for food.
Bred for food. Yeah, they were bred for food.
Eating dogs is a personal choice.
It is a personal choice.
Some people prefer the taste of dog.
I could totally buy that. I could see it. I prefer, beef to chicken if I had to pick.
Dogs offer amazing nutritional benefits.
I believe that too, honestly. Nice plump poodle.
Roasted Lab has become a family holiday tradition.
I don't know which family, but I buy it. Honestly.
Oh, Roasted Lab.
Yeah.
Not Labrador. Not I thought maybe Roasted Lab was like the name of like a restaurant or something. Never mind.
No, yeah, Roasted Labrador. Roasted Lab. Yeah.
This was the one that really set me, that made me have to interrupt Billy.
Right, of course.
Dogs don't really feel pain.
Yes, that's the thing that I wanted to fall upon exactly. So if you keep scrolling down that website, Blake, you will find that it's not a dog farm. It is a vegan website by PETA, trying to show people that if they talk about dogs the way they talk about pigs or chickens, that it's horrifying. Mm-hmm. But that in reality, it's no different when we eat pigs or chickens, even though they are different animals who historically have been eaten, and the contexts are completely different. But all I learned looking at the website is I would order dog steaks in a heartbeat if they were an option.
Hilarious. If they were an option, and they look great, and they
look so tasty. And I think if we presented dog meat as a thing, if there were no social taboos, if there were no racist stereotypes, if we presented dog meat as just a thing that is and totally normalized it, I think people could be eating dog in 48 months, 50 months, maybe. A little over 2 years, I think you could get a lot of America eating dog if you got, I don't know, if you got like Ben Shapiro to come out and be like, dog is kosher and delicious.
Well, we need people from both sides.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
We obviously need Joe Rogan.
If Rogan came out and was like, I'm eating, that's almost unfair, because it's like if Rogan said, I'm eating dog now, and it's like boosting my T levels, you would see every single person in America eating dog just to try it, because Joe Rogan tried it. Like, that's just the way that shit goes.
It would become like a TikTok challenge.
Exactly. But unfortunately, I don't think Joe would do it. I think he cares about dogs too much.
Yeah.
Because he's a pussy. Fuck you. I'll eat dog right now, right in front of you, bitch.
I have a friend who ate dog.
I'm on 100. What? Really?
Yeah.
Where? What? When?
I think in Korea.
Whoa. That's awesome.
Yeah. And he didn't know it was dog until after he ate it, but I think that once he knew, he was just like, oh.
Right after I was just like, if we didn't have these racist stereotypes, people would eat dog. And then you're like, yeah, he got it in Korea, and they tricked him into eating it.
Well, they didn't trick him, I'm sure. And also he wasn't upset that he ate it, or he was cool with it after he found out. But anyways, my Instagram, I finally got my Reels algorithm out of this.
Oh, hard pivot, huh? Hard pivot out of dog meat.
But no, I'm staying with it. I'm staying with it.
What is this about your Instagram?
For a while, it was a bunch of fucked up food videos.
Oh, I know
by
what you're
food videos,
about.
I mean it's like a skewer of frogs, like someone eating frog legs that are still moving,
yes.
or like 50 dogs that are being like deep fried to have like crispy skin, like a fucking like what's it called, the duck Peking Peking duck.
Yeah.
It looks like that. It looks like that. It's like crispy and golden brown.
Yeah.
I said that to the group chat, and Billy was like, "Damn, not gonna lie, that looks kind of good."
And then I saw the Elwood's organic dog farm clip website the other night, and I was fully prepared to drop $60 on dog steaks. And I got to the end of the website, and they were like, "Isn't this horrifying?" I was like, "My fucking mouth is watering over here. I'm sitting in my fucking chair, salivating at the thought of eating these tasty steaks." As you
how
know,
did you find the website? Did you just have an insatiable craving?
No, I just randomly happened upon it, and I couldn't believe it, so I just clicked on it to see what it was. I don't even remember where I saw it. I just know that it popped up. I had not gone out looking for it. I didn't look up dog meat website or anything. I just happened to find it, and as soon as I did, I was like, "Oh fuck, this looks so good! Fuck yes! Oh my god, this looks tasty." But this reminds me of a story, so I will tell it.
Okay.
My godfather, great guy, love him, one of my favorite guys. him, my other uncles, my dad, maybe my mom too. I don't remember. They were all riding around in their Harleys. And I don't remember if this happened at the Ocean Grove Dunkin', but that's where I remember the story taking place. That's probably just where I heard the story for the first time and then ascribed it to that parking lot. I think it was probably somewhere else, probably not even in Swansea, but we're going to say it was there. This woman came up to it couldn't have been there, but we're going to say it was there. This woman came up to my family with one of those like petition things to save cows. It was like protect the cows. And it was like to support PETA and to get some sort of regulations for beef farming. Now, if you know my family, which you do, they don't look like they're vegans. They look quite the opposite even. They look like some meat-eating folks. My godfather in particular, big guy, especially at the time in life. Smaller now. Woman comes up. Everybody else scatters. They don't want to fucking put up with this. But my godfather, the alpha of the group, being, the largest in this context, the alpha, he sticks around. He's like, oh, cows. He's like, I love cows. Let me just say outright, I love them. She's going, I know. Aren't they so cute? My uncle's going, they're the best. They're my favorite. I love them. She's going, what is your... Sir, this makes me so happy. I was so prepared for you to, just swipe me away. What's your favorite thing about cows? And he goes, me? I mean, this is going to sound crazy, but I just love the way they taste. And the woman was like, fuck you, fuck off, goodbye, walked away. That just reminded me of a funny story. I guess you didn't find it that funny, and maybe I'll just go fucking hang myself in my closet now. I don't know. I'm not feeling it, Blake. I'm not fucking feeling it.
Do you think maybe...
Hard reset? Should we do a hard reset?
Should I go get so high that I see demons when I close my eyes?
Yes, I think that's a great idea. Yeah,
Should I?
I'll do it too. I'll do it too if that's what we're doing.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Come back literally as quick as you can. I
don't even have to leave the room. I don't even have to leave my room.
All right, cool. Can you entertain everyone while I go?
Oh, yeah, sure. Certainly.
All right, cool.
Oh, shit. I almost just ripped the fucking whole computer out of the wall. I bet that would have been entertaining, you sick fucks. Where is this fucking thing? Where are you? I'm gonna suck you. I'm gonna suck you. Tell me it's not true. Oh, tell me it's not true. Say you did me. I'll be honest, Blake, this is almost a little too on brand, but I just couldn't even find my pen. So I found the dead one, but there's one that works somewhere around here. So unfortunately, my camera got all screwy. Let me fix that up.
So what's up? How'd it go when I left?
Oh, I thought it went really well. I just walked around my room going, "Where are you? I'm gonna suck you," and I never found it. So it's sitting somewhere laughing at me right now. That fucking dab pen that I have.
And what do you think your roommates thought? Hearing you walk around your room and going, "Where are you? I'm gonna suck you."
I don't know what they thought, honestly. I feel like I walked out of my room at one point to look for it, and my roommate did go, ugh. So I think he might have been a little on edge by the whole sound of "Where are you? I'm gonna suck you."
Or maybe he's afraid of elves.
Yeah, he might be terrified of elves. Hey, Stanley. How you doing? Stanley's here, everybody. It's like the fucking mailman on Pee-wee. On Pee-wee's
it's
Playhouse.
so good. Yeah, he's Kramer.
Yeah, I'm mingoing currently. How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent. No, you can't take a shower. Of course, man. Do whatever you want.
Leave the door open and sing.
Yeah, leave the door open and sing really loud. That's what Blake says. Gave a thumbs up. Actually, he pegged you off, but I wanted you to feel better about it.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay. I feel like me and Stanley are cool like that. I remember the first time I met Stanley. I always remembered his name, right? Because I did the thing. I looked at his face and I went, Stanley, Stanley, Stanley. Inside, I didn't say it outside.
Right, you didn't say that right to his face. You just thought it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, it would have been. I remember the first time I met him too. I think that, man, honestly, every single time that I was in that apartment in Boston of yours, was insane.
Yeah, it was kind of.
There was never a normal time. There was actually never a normal time.
Never just a normal night. No, I don't really remember one either.
Yeah, I just blend all the nights together, and I don't want to name drop or anything, but yeah, some wild nights, man.
Certainly some wild nights, some fun nights for sure.
We had a friend who kept on missing the bus.
Yeah, I missed the bus many, many times.
Many times, cried and begged to ride in the cargo container.
Yeah, cried,
or like in underneath, cried, begged. Yeah, the whole thing.
Just let me ride with the bags, please. I have to go. And they were like, "What the fuck? No." Didn't work at all. Didn't even almost work.
No, dude, it's so illegal.
It's just there's not even an option. It's like.
That driver would have lost his job. The company would have been sued if something happened.
It's an absolutely ridiculous request.
Even if the fucking story gets out, someone's losing their job, at least one person. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt.
Wild, we know some wild dudes.
We do know some wild kids. And someday, we won't know any of them. No, I'll probably go first.
That's deep, man. You think?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. There's no point in guessing. Those things happen, super randomly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, anything that you predict is only, giving yourself an opportunity to be proven wrong when it comes to those sorts of things.
Dude, I feel that.
I will say, though, a group of my college friends and I had the discussion one time of, who do we think will die first? And most people landed on Billy, which I did not appreciate at the time. Didn't appreciate that one bit, let me say. Let me just say. My friend did me so filthy the other night.
What did he do?
We're playing one of those stupid gossip games where you whisper a question in someone's ear and then they say it out loud in front of everybody. But then if they win a game, it's not as complicated as it sounds. But then they don't have to tell you who they were answering because the answer of the question is always someone in the room. They don't have to tell you what the question was that they were saying your name to unless you beat them in rock, paper, scissors. So It's like you have these opportunities to say something that you might not want to actually tell someone, and then as long as you win rock, paper, scissors, you don't have to admit what it was. And a guy showed up who had met everyone in the room but me. And my friend asked him, who would you most want to see die in this room? So then the kid had to say me. And I mean, I think it's honestly fair. It's a fair answer because we had never met and everyone else he knew well. Then the kid says me. Kid took legitimately 5 minutes, a legit 5 minutes to pick someone. Said me, then it was obvious, he really isn't going to want to admit what this is, considering how long it took for him to even vocalize. And then it being me, the only person he didn't know, it was I bet it's a real bad one. And then I won rock, paper, scissors, and he had to say, I hope you die.
Wow.
We could cut out the back half of that story.
You battled to get the whole thing.
Yeah, I did.
To get the whole truth.
I battled hard for the truth, and then I wished I hadn't won.
Right. Damn.
It was quite the L. It was an L even in victory. A Pyrrhic W!
No, dude. I don't think that we need to edit it. I think that was good.
Oh, I'm still fully down for a hard reset. We talk about Luke Winkie again. We talk about Neil Hamburger. Maybe we talk about that other article you sent me that got me super mad.
Yeah. Which one got you really mad?
Oh my fucking God. The one that said that you don't have to tip baristas. I thought I was going to fucking pop a head gasket alone in my room. Listen, I'm back in the barista game. I'm back in the counter worker game. Because it was an article, it was 5 examples of times you don't have to tip. And then number 2 was like counter workers. What the fuck sort of logic is that? It was like counter workers are paid a salary wage, so you don't have to tip them. It's like, eat a fucking cock and a half. Those jobs fucking suck. They're usually young kids, way younger than me. Like, I'm old. I feel like I'm aging out of that job. So most people are young kids that just want tip money. That's the only reason they're fucking working those jobs. There are 2 things, really 2, but one of them is kind of 2 things in and of itself. So I guess 3 things. But there's 3 things, let's say, that make being a counter worker even remotely worth how awful those jobs are. Food service in general. Number 1 is free drinks or food. Mm-hmm. That's one of the only things that feels good about it. Number 2 is the bools. You get to just fucking chill with people, talk all day. That's one of the only things that's remotely good about it, is if you have some interpersonal sort of connection at work that you get to entertain yourself with. 3, and most importantly, is the fucking tips. Tips are the only thing that make living on a job like that even remotely worth it. So to see an article be like, you don't have to tip counter workers even if you feel guilty, eat a fucking dick. Eat my whole cock and ball sack. I'll kill you. Who wrote that again, actually? Who wrote that?
Dude, I'm
as mad as I was. I'm immediately as upset as I was when you first sent it. Where the fuck are these articles? I have them here. Where is this? Apple News. 5 times it's okay. Ryan Ermey. Shitty name. Oh, and doesn't he just fucking look the part of a no-tipper, stupid fuckhead, dirty, fish-eyed piece of shit with fucking crooked-ass teeth and a big fat nose. I hate this guy. I hate him. He better show his picture so people can see who it is that I'm talking. Fuck this guy, Ryan Ermey. Ryan Ermey, a senior money reporter at CNBC Make It. You know what that means?
So your argument is that the jobs suck.
No. My all I'm saying is that if you're someone who doesn't tip counter workers, just understand that it's like that's one of the only things about that job that remotely makes it worth doing. And if you're someone who comes in regularly and doesn't tip, you're remembered. Like I know people who are really nice that come in and don't tip. I still make sure to fuck their drinks up. No, that's not true. That's not fucking true.
I feel like when I go to the coffee shop, I don't consider a percentage. It's usually just like I throw a buck in the thing.
Yeah. Well, that's way more than people do out here. The only reason I'm even like heated about it is that this is the first tip-based job I've ever had where people don't actually tip. If that makes any sense. Like I've worked a lot of tip jobs in the past, like a lot. And there's never been anything remotely like what I'm doing right now where like there's just no tips at all. No tips.
Yeah, my tips jobs were tough because if you didn't get tips that night, or if say there was I was delivering pizza, if there was no pizzas or no fucking orders, Jesus Christ, dude, I got so high.
And I'm sober as a fucking goose at daylight. I need to find that fucking hello. Where's the bow? Where is it? This one's dead. Oh, fuck. Ryan Ermey home address. I'm about to dox this guy on the show. Oh my God, I fucking found it. Holy shit. Never mind. I'm not gonna actually I got there. I got to the cliff and then I was like, no, never mind. I'm not gonna read anyone's address out. No doxing for me. I still hate him, but no doxing for me.
I bet if you met him, you'd like him.
I don't think that's true. He's the senior money reporter at CNBC. Does that sound like the sort of person that you and I would just chum around with and have plenty to talk about with? Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck
Hold on, sorry. Dude, I'm looking for him now. Dude, I cannot find this fucking thing.
He seemed like he sucked. Genuinely. Seemed like he sucked dick. Not in a gay way, in like a he's a loser way.
All right, here we go. Tired of tipflation? 5 times it's okay to not tip, according to etiquette experts. So maybe it's not even these guys' opinions.
No, you know what? Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because he cites an etiquette professional, whatever the fucking fuck that means.
It's a fake ass job. That's a fake ass job.
It's a fake fucking job if I've ever heard one. And it's a fucking ridiculous job. God, it gets me so mad. An etiquette professional. Yeah, I bet they get a big fat fucking bonus percentage for any job they get fucking contracted out to talk to CNBC fuckers. God, it makes me so angry.
Maybe like Food Network. Maybe they go on Food Network.
Yeah, and they talk about this is the way you're supposed to fold your napkin on your lap, and this is the way you're supposed to fold your napkin on the table. I'm a valuable member of society. You shouldn't tip minimum wage employees. They get enough, don't they? I'll kill them. I'll put my hands around their fucking necks and squeeze.
Yeah, you would do that like in front of like the barefoot Contessa?
Everything in my vision just split in half. Everything just diverged into 2 halves. And I felt white, hot rage slide down me. Yeah, I would do it in front of the barefoot Contessa.
That dude, she's so nice.
I definitely I peaked hard on this episode, Blake, just so you know. I've never seen bright red lines on my sound files before.
Yeah, you clipped a lot.
I got really mad.
Sure.
I also dropped the microphone. I'm hoping that's all that is. It's just it hitting the floor.
Okay. A point of this article: poor service.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
You think that's fair?
I think I still tip, but I'm going to heaven. The rest of you can do what you want. You know what I mean? Like I will be welcomed. I will be welcomed into God's loving embrace. The rest of you can see where you end up. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro.
You still tip.
I throw in just in case, dude.
Yeah, you still tip. I mean, come on. Even when I see people who are like throughout the meal at restaurants, although I have an example of this as well that I'm very guilty of. But when people are just like basing their tip on the service, I think that's fine. As long as you're still willing to tip like a minimum. But when you've got like a joy or like a sort of game that you play out of, they've been really late on our second glasses of drinks. I guess the tip will have to go down a little bit.
Fuck
it's like
those people.
I don't necessarily mean like I get it. I do get it, and it's like, okay, it's your money. I totally get it. But at the same time, fuck those people. I'm in total agreement. Now, the thing where I get upset is, as you know, I don't have any bottles with pills in them. But as you know, I take a lot of pills when I eat.
Yeah.
I think waiters and waitstaff in general, they get this – they're on this momentum of like, I got to interact. I got to talk with people I got to make a connection. That way they feel like they have to give me this good tip. And a lot of times they'll want to talk to me about the pills and they'll want to joke around about the pills. Are those legal? Let me see those. Let me check those. Can I see those? Whoa, big boy. How many of those are you going to eat? Every time I hear a waiter bring up the pills, it's like ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I can feel the number at the end of the meal getting smaller and smaller. So I guess I'm just a massive hypocrite is what I'm trying to tell you. A massive, massive hypocrite that doesn't deserve air. But I do I do tip in every case that I can. I always tip. Tips matter, man. Tips helped me so much growing up. My mom worked for tips, and then I worked for tips right away, and that money's always carried me through all the extra things in life that I want to do. Tip money is really, really where it's at.
As a DoorDasher, and I was one of the best DoorDashers in East Providence.
As I remember, yeah, you were the top of the line.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think I would say that I am the best. I don't want to come off cocky, but I was the best. And I would get scummed all the time. Zero tip, dude. Because people don't even have to look you in the eye.
Right.
You just drop their food off.
Especially at that time. At that time in particular, it was way more prevalent to just have food dropped at the door than to even pick it up from the delivery driver.
Well, dude, I mean, I did it I did it when we had to wear masks, and then I did it when we didn't have to wear masks too. And like, people still, I mean, to this day, people still get it dropped off at the door. I just did.
Right, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I do the zero tip option on DoorDash sometimes, and then I tip cash, which I've always enjoyed.
You should give them a note so they don't resent you by the time they get to you. Because I always wanted to knock the person out when I showed up, and they met me. If they had the balls to meet me face to face, zero tip, the thing, I'd be like, almost like I want to knock you out, but like that was crazy balls right there. I sort
of respect the balls. No, I will even sometimes tip and then still tip cash because the cash is untaxable in the it's just a better. Yeah. It's an actual tip versus the, tips you get on those Uber, Lyft, DoorDash accounts. It's like if they have to keep telling you as a customer that your tips are going to go right to them, we promise we won't steal them. It's like, come on, that's just an admission of guilt at that point.
Right.
But I will hopefully get to meet Ryan Ermey in real life one day. And put my sword deep in his guts and pull it out and feel the life source seep out of it. I hope so.
Yo, realistically, obviously don't dox him, but like realistically, like how long would it take you to get to him?
How long would it take? It depends on him. If it depends on if I'm willing to put my entire check tomorrow into getting to him. If I was willing to drop my entire check, sacrifice rent for the month, go in and just like get to Ryan, I could do it in 6 days.
Wow.
That's also a conservative guess of like, okay, I'm giving myself time to stay in hotels. Like, that's not me renting a car and driving there with diapers on, just not taking my foot off the gas pedal until I'm on top of him with a back wheel on the back, spinning tires on his face, and watching the flex of his nose bone fly up into his baby at the playground. I hope he has kids, and I hope one day they hear this and they get worried that I mean it, because I do. Ryan Ermey, I will kill you. Nah, I won't kill him today.
Jesus Christ. I love it.
Man.
Let's see. What else we got?
It'd be funny if we got a voicemail from him.
That'd be cool, dude. He should call us and maybe
Ryan Ermey, if you want to defend yourself, I am a person who will always be open to the opposite side, and I'm extremely impressionable. So if you want to defend yourself, who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind on tipping faster than I think.
Those are the two options. Like either you kill him or you change your mind on tipping.
It's very possible.
It's gonna be one
of the
only
other options in my head. Yeah, it's very possible. Can we talk about weird neighbors for a second?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Now, I found that you don't necessarily – you live in the perfect area to never have to really talk to any neighbors because your house is just far enough back from the road and also surrounded by just enough – now, I'm not saying you don't know your neighbors because, in fact, I know the opposite to be true. I know you know about your neighbors from my experience with
very
you.
Little bit.
But less than most people.
A couple I know.
Less than most people.
Yeah.
So – I'm interested just because I was just outside right before we started recording, and I've got these neighbors that they're fine. This is not a beef. I don't have beef with these neighbors. They're fine. But they're odd. They're just strange. Like, it's like if I'm like chilling on the porch and one of them happens to be, it's going to sound more normal than it is, but we never talk. We don't know each other. But if we happen to be around at the same time, they become extremely, like, overly friendly out of nowhere. And they're going like, hey, hi, hello, hey, hi. Like that, like nonstop. Hey, hi, hello, hey, hi. And they've got like a mask on and power tools, and they're building a garage back there. So it's like, I know that they are functional competent people. They're not just, they're not just like freak shows. They all have jobs. I see them all in work outfits. I see them all, going in and out of the house constantly. But they just also have this energy. Or like, I'll see them once a week. One of them will get fully locked out of the house and be banging on the door screaming, "You have to let me in! Let me in! I got locked out!" It's like a regular occurrence. Like once a week is not an exaggeration. It happens a lot. I don't understand that. It's like I cannot get a vibe on that one house. And then the other side of the house, total opposite. It's this woman that the only time I ever see her is if she's opening her gate to pull her car out or closing her gate to go inside. That's it. I never, ever, 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 ever see her other than that. And she gets food delivered pretty much constantly. She clearly goes to work. She might have a mom or dad that lives with her too, because I feel like I've seen an older person. The other house, it feels like 30 people live in there, and all of them are trying their hardest to be convincing human beings. So it's like total polar opposite vibes.
Well, maybe you have aliens next to you, dude.
Well,
Honestly,
maybe
the aliens might be here and they're in LA.
If there's one place they might be, it's certainly LA, brother.
Yeah.
I find that you get alien vibes from like one of two places, like really big cities. So like LA is perfect for that, where it's like the more people you see, the more you're like, oh. But the thing is that weird people are not who I think of when I think of like, oh, that's like an alien trying to be a human. Like being weird is one of the most human attributes you can assume. The weirdos are almost exclusively extremely human. What's alien is when it's like that level of hi, hello, hey, how are you? Hi, hello.
Yeah.
There's just like this level of over normalizing a desperation at interaction.
Well, they'll hear this. They'll hear this
through
the
walls.
They'll learn from it.
I'm knocking on their house.
And then it will be in there, and that will be generational knowledge.
It's very possible.
For their offspring.
For their offspring that they hatch. Yeah, it's very possible.
Right. Because, dude, yeah, I mean, aliens are just like, they're pretty sick. They're really cool. And honestly, like, if they want to keep me around as some sort of sex slave or something, like,
I don't know.
Like,
I'm just
I'm just throwing things out there. Like, I don't, I'm just saying, I'm with it. Just be kind. Just be kind. Like, I'm here for you guys. Survival of the fittest.
Next episode, we should go and watch, what's the movie? What's the new QAnon sex trafficking movie? Sound of Freedom. Stanley just popped out of the bathroom with an immediate Sound of Freedom. Let's go to the theater and watch Sound of Freedom, and let's take some footage of us screaming in the theater and shit. Yeah, just laughing at Jim Caviezel. What's his name? Caviezel. Jim Caviezel out there getting struck by lightning and getting really getting into it.
Jesus Christ! Wait, I'm sorry. What is the documentary?
Oh, it's about it's not a documentary. It's about it's a sex trafficking movie. It's about sex trafficking. But it's it's got big like QAnon sort of like, sort of leaning sort of politics.
Oh, undertones of like some hints, winks and nods.
My dad was talking to me about a movie today. This is a big left-hand turn. This is not about sex trafficking, but my dad was talking to me about a movie called Mannequin today. It's kind of popular. It's got Kim Cattrall or Kim Cattrall, however you say that name. I believe she's Samantha on Sex and the City. I could be wrong. But
that's a good show, dude.
Sex and the City? You watched that show?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I've seen a lot of it. It's pretty good because it's Via's favorite show.
Via?
Via.
Well, your sister Via has kind of, I want to say this politely because I don't mean it as a dig in the slightest, but she's pretty much based her whole arc on it. No? I mean, she does.
She loves it. She lives it.
She lives it. Yeah. Like she lives Sex in the City. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a good ass show.
It. Yeah. I've never seen it.
Show.
I should probably watch it because it strikes me as something I would like. The reason I didn't watch it is as a kid, I didn't know if it was Sex in the City or Sex and the City, and I was really embarrassed to ask. I was really fucking embarrassed to ask, so I just avoided ever talking or thinking about the show because I knew that I just didn't know which one it was. And I 100%. Knew girls would be like, you don't even know the title? And I would feel like a fucking moron if I exposed myself, which is not true. That's not what would have happened. But that was my fear. That was my distinct, I remember so clearly the terror that someone would learn that I didn't know if it was and or in.
No, dude, you should definitely watch it. It's like super well written and hilarious. It's super funny.
I know there's a whole subplot. It might just be one episode, but I know there's a plot about one of the girls is dating a gay straight man. He's a straight guy, but he's like a really good chef and he's clean and he's afraid of mice or something. That sounds hysterical. I love that. Yeah. I love the sound of that. If there's the rest of it's like that, that sounds like it's a hit for a reason.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I haven't seen like the whole thing.
Right.
It's really good.
Yeah.
From what I've seen. I always like watching it. I used to like watching America's Next Top Model too.
Oh, I loved America's Next Top Model. And I loved even more than America's Next Top Model, which was good. I loved Project Runway growing up. That shit was fire.
That one I don't think I've seen.
I loved Project Runway. But America's Next Top Model was awesome, for sure.
I was just talking about Dance Moms with someone the other night.
Danny, one of our great longtime VIPs, my little brother, is an encyclopedia of Dance Moms knowledge. He knows everything. He's seen every season multiple times. And I'll send you a picture to put up of Danny. So for the viewers, any viewers who might see what he looks like can understand why it's so funny that Dance Moms is his number one favorite show of all time.
It's hilarious. I used to like not like it because it's like, I've never been one to really understand dance too much.
Sure, fair enough.
I'm not gonna say I don't like dancing, but like, I don't really care. But now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I was missing the whole point. That was hilarious, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't about dance at all.
You put like eight Karens in a super Karen on camera.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's what it was about. That's what it was about. It was Karen cockfighting, for real.
Yeah,
like in every sense, it was Karen cockfighting. And it was just the best fucking show for that. And like what they were fighting about.
These like sweet little kids were all caught in the middle of it.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly is what they were fighting about was if their kid was the best dancer. So they were not only fully engaged on it because, show moms are crazy and dance is intense. So like those things just perfectly combine. But it's just, oh, God, what a show. What a show.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
Very funny show.
I honestly, it's a show that I would rewatch. I want to watch Rock of Love really bad.
I don't know what that is.
I want to watch Rock of Love and Flavor of Love, right? They're dating
Flavor
shows.
of Love, I know. Is it the same deal?
Yeah, with Bret Michaels. No.
Oh, Bret Michaels'
yes.
show. Yes.
I think so, yes.
It is Bret Michaels. I remember that. Yeah. Wait, actually, I'm less sure now, but I know Flavor of Love. I've seen quite a bit of Flavor of Love. That Flavor of Love episode that went viral recently on Twitter, where the girl's trying to cook chicken and she can't do it, is just one of the single funniest things I have ever seen in my life. And the rest of that show is just as funny.
Yeah, Rock of Love is Bret Michaels.
Bret Michaels, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, no way Rock of Love went for 3 seasons. That's what always blows my mind about these things. When they're like actually fucking like that is a lot of episodes to have gotten. One time we were building a back patio, like a little stone patio in my backyard growing up. And there was only like a little bit of work left to do, just spreading some sand. And so my brother and I, and maybe my friend, our mutual friend Max, I think was the one who did it too. And then my brother and I kept up the lie. But we spread all the sand that was in my dad's truck that he had left over. And then when my dad got home, he was like, oh, hey, who spread the sand? And we're like, you did that. You did it last night, remember? You got up from your nap and you were like, I'm going to finish it right now. He was like, stop it. Stop it. And we're like, no, you really did it. What are you talking about? Like, we all saw you do it. And we kept that up for forever. We kept it up to the point where he clearly didn't believe us, but he would play along. But he would, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, oh sure, I remember." We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We fucking got him,
dude. I wanted to bring back the soundboard. Nate said, "Nah, dude, don't do it."
I'm pro soundboard.
You're a pro soundboard.
Yeah, I actually have been missing the soundboard, and I feel like we should have it.
I felt like it was always a little bit tough, but maybe we never had it with just the two of us. You know what I mean?
We never had it with the two of us. We also never. Holy shit, Blake!
What?
I just got this text. It's from your doctor. I'm sorry, you got restless gay boy syndrome. I'm sorry. I know it's.
I don't feel restless.
Sorry, I just did get interrupted by a text, so I just wanted to try and recover in some way. But yeah, I'm down to bring the soundboard back. I just wish I honestly just wish I had the soundboard. I wish I had access to it because I feel like I could. Feel like for you get like in your own head about like, oh, I need to focus on these things. For me, I could easily just pop off sounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I think it's a question of, and for Nate, I feel like Nate, if he's saying outright that we shouldn't bring it out, I feel like he's probably not the one to give it to either. But I could see Nate trying it and doing it for sure. It's not like he had
the wheel on that at a moment.
Yeah.
He's just he does what he does now best, I think.
Agreed. He's really good at what he does now.
Right. He's there. He knows how everything is supposed to be set up, how everything's supposed to sound, and just make sure that everything goes smoothly.
He's so helpful, and we couldn't do this without him. But
that being said, honestly, fuck that kid for not being here tonight.
Yeah,
fuck him.
If he ever calls in
tummy troubles,
if he ever calls in sick again, he's fired for sure. For sure. It's like I let it pass this time because it was like the day of, and I didn't want to start a fight that distracted from the energy of the show. But if he ever tries to pull this shit again, he can pack his bags.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how far back we go. Like,
no, it doesn't matter. It's over, and he can stop. He can delete my number.
Right.
If he wants to be fucking sick, he can delete my
number. I want him to like unprogram my address from his TomTom GPS too. He doesn't tell this. He doesn't talk about this on the podcast, but he still uses like one of those like separate sort of like GPS things.
Yeah.
He doesn't like his phone knowing where he is. He also has a flip phone. So,
which is awesome. It's one of the most badass things about Nate.
It is pretty cool.
Without a doubt. Like I envy that for sure.
It is pretty cool. So I want him to unprogram me because I don't want him to ever come over my house again if he misses another one.
If the satellites can know where he is, I don't want them to see him at my place.
Like I still need him to play in my band, but like I'm not going to talk to that kid anymore.
Yeah, I just won't talk to him before or after rehearsal. Just go in there, all business.
Hey, what's up, Tim? What's up, Aaron? All right, what are we going to practice
Nate.
first? Let me introduce the band. On drums, we have Tim. On bass, we have Aaron.
And I'm Blake.
All right, and I'm Blake. Next song. All right, man. Let's wrap this thing.
Absolutely.
If you guys want to participate in the show, you can call 512-766-4646. I would love that.
Come on.
What?
A little more energy. Just a little more. Come on. Just a little bit. Shake your hands off. Shake your hands off a bit. Yeah.
Guys, if you want to participate in the show, I'm talking about calling us. 512-766-4646. Give us a call. Give us a text. You can participate in the show. We'll respond to you on the air. Leave us your name. Let us know all those things. Give us a subscribe. Give us a thumbs up.
Click the button!
Instagram, TikTok, Bromingo Pod. Get it. Thank you. Have a good night. Or day or morning. Have a good night. Bye. Later. Bye. Yo, our brains make different sounds.
Distinct difference. That's crazy.
Dude, they're different notes, but like they're like
Welcome to the Bromingo Post Show. I'm your host, Billy of the Bromingo Post Show, and here is my beloved guest, Blake Rakowski. Blake, how do you feel about that show? How do you think it went? What do you think could have been better about it? And what would you do to improve it next time?
Well, first of all, Billy, great to be here.
Thanks, man.
Also, I think that going to get so high that I saw demons when I closed my eyes was probably not a good idea mid-show. Because, there was a couple moments where you're like, cut that. And I was like, oh, well, I don't even know what he just said. I was zoned the fuck out.
That's awesome. We love doing this. We're going to do this to the end of time. We will continue on with AI ghosts that keep you and I together for always. You are the only people that matter to us. If you like the show, please leave a comment. We're not just saying that. Comment on the show. Give us a subscribe. Ring the bell. Thank you so much.
Drop an emoji. Anything.
Anything at all.
Drop a goddamn emoji.
Anything at all. Stay
what should we make the background? Tell us what to make the background.
Please make suggestions on what the bathroom could be, what the piss could be, what the poop could be, what we could talk about, what we could hit each other with, anything.
What's the piss?
What's the piss? Stay safe. What's the piss? This has been Bromingo.
What's the piss?